Hey, what is going on, Pisces? Butch here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I was recently made aware that you guys can hear those crickets. I apologize. They must like readings because they always seem to just show up when I'm doing it. But they have love lives too, right? Anyway, with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Pisces? Okay, Pisces. So the first thing I'm seeing is I feel like this is definitely some energy that you're already dealing with. This is someone that you already know. You know, for some, this is someone that you're in a serious relationship already. For others, this is someone that you want to be in that serious relationship with. But first thing I'm seeing is like hot and cold energy. You know, I feel like with this person, I mean, we have the Nine of Swords as well, so I feel like there is some fear. Because with this person, it almost feels like they're pushing you away. Or it seems like they're not so much pushing you away, but not letting you in either. You know, I feel like there's this fear that you've fallen for this person, which I feel like you have, and the fear that they don't feel the same way. You know, that they're giving up. But that's not what I see. That's not what I see at all. You know, with this person, I do feel like there is some distance, but I feel like it's because they're going through something on their own. You know, we have the Four of Cups, so I feel like this person has some things to resolve. You know, and with that Devil in reverse, I feel like they got to a place with you where they know it's either they're all in or they're all out, and they want to be all in. But I feel like there is this fear that you won't accept who they really are. You know, when you get to a point where you really need to know someone, that's what solidifies it as something real. You know, we all get to see the lighter side of everyone. You know, when you meet someone, you see the lighter side. You know, and it's easy to accept the lighter side, but I feel like we all have that darker side. That darker side that we only share with those that matter the most to us. And that's what I feel like this person wants to share with you. You know, this person, they want to give you all of them. Because this person, they fantasize about a future with you. They want to move forward with you with that Chariot, with that Page of Cups. They're fantasizing about a future with you. You know, they see you in their future. They see you together. And they want to move forward, but they have to be honest with you. You know, there's some things that they don't know if you're going to accept about them. You know, that's the thing when we get to that point in a relationship where it's time to really be honest with each other. You know, having no skeletons in the closet. You know, everything in this person, their intuition, everything is telling this person they need to tell you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But I feel like it does scare the shit out of them, because one thing I see with this person is they know exactly what they want. With that Two of Wands, they know exactly what they want. You know, this is why they're having troubles with this now, is because they know they want you. They know they want to be with you. They want to have a future with you. They want to build a foundation with you. You know, they want to have a family with you. But none of that can happen until they're completely honest. So that feeling that you feel like this person's holding back, they are. That feeling that you may feel like they're pushing you away, that's not what they're trying to do. You know, this is a bond like no other, for you and for them. You know, we have the Two of Cups, that strong, that lifelong bond, and the Lover's card, which is that deep, deep connection that you have, that you share with each other. I feel like they've already shared more with you than they share with most, but they want to share everything with you. They want to put it all out there so that you know everything. You know, and I feel like there's some things that I mean, with that Devil card in reverse, I feel like there's things they want to tell you that may embarrass them, that may not shine the best light on them. But they want it all out there. They don't want to have any secrets from you. And that's a very good sign. You know, Pisces, I feel like that's a very good sign. I mean, this person wants to establish that trust. They want you to know you can trust them, and they want to trust that they can trust you. But it's a big step. And I feel like they are a bit terrified. But, like I said, they want to open up to you. They want you to know everything. Now, I'm not saying this person's going to come to you and tell you everything. Not at once. But they don't want to have, you know, they don't want to move forward while holding on to things from the past. They don't want to have that baggage. And not only that, but like I said, I mean, you mean more to this person than just a physical partner. You know, you're an emotional partner. You know, you're the best friend. They have this connection with you that's very unique. You know, and like I said, I mean, if it wasn't what it was, they wouldn't have the strength to tell you. But they have the strength, and I feel like they are going to open up to you. Like I said, they're not letting go. They're not giving up on this. Not by a long shot. You know, this person, they feel that they can open up to you. And that's a huge amount of trust this person's already putting in you. I feel like they have issues with knowing how to open up. But that just shows the strength of your connection. That they want to do it. That they want to be honest with you. That they want to open up. They don't want to have secrets. They don't want to have anything that they can't tell you. You know, they want to be connected to you in a way that they've never felt that connection with anyone else. You know, we have the Hierophant. I see this person. I mean, for some, the next step could be marriage. Or at least a really strong commitment to each other. You know, I feel like I said, we have the Family card as well. So I feel like this person has big plans for the two of you. But these plans can't move forward until they get what's on their chest off. So, I mean, if you feel like they're distant from you, that's just them in their head. You know, they're not, I don't see anything here that tells me this person has any interest in walking away. I don't know if they could, even if they wanted to. But they don't. They just don't know how to be completely honest yet. And I don't want to scare the shit out of you, because I don't feel like what they're holding back and what they're not telling you is a make or break type of thing. But sometimes we overlook it when we fall in love with someone, wholeheartedly fall in love. Anything and everything we start to overthink shit. And things that didn't matter before start mattering now, because we don't want any reason for you not to want to be with us. We don't want to have any deal breakers. This person is absolutely sure about their love for you. And like I said, they want to be honest with you. They want to nurture this connection, and they want to see it through. They're just afraid. They're afraid of when you see that darker side of them, that you won't accept it. Or maybe you couldn't accept it. And that scares the shit out of this person, because the last thing they want to do is lose you. I mean, this is I keep hearing that song, I'm Not Giving Up. No, not yet. I'm not going to sing. So if you're waiting for me to sing it, it's from that movie. Me and Rose just actually watched that the other day. Well, 2 weeks ago, so not the other day, but 5 Feet Apart. This person's not giving up. I don't feel like they ever will give up. Not on you. They're just afraid you may give up on them. And it's not because of something you did or something that they feel from you. It's sometimes the hardest thing is being completely open with someone, because you leave yourself very vulnerable. You leave yourself in a place where that's where you get hurt. It's the biggest possibility of getting hurt. I mean, but it's also the only way to truly love someone. The only way to truly connect with someone is to be completely vulnerable with them. If someone can't accept you at your weakest, they don't deserve you at your strongest. We have the emperor and empress, that king and queen, the queen and queen, the king and king type energy. It's that person that walks beside you, that nurturer, that protector. That person that'll just do anything for you. And all they want to do is love you and be loved back by you. A lot of our greatest fears is to open up and not be loved, like to open up and show our heart and love someone that doesn't love us back. But we'll never get that unless we do it. And it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, if you don't open up, you'll never truly know. But if you do open up, you will know. But like I said, this person isn't giving up. Not even close. That distance that you feel, that's actually a good sign in this read. I mean, it's a good sign. This person is taking this relationship very seriously. They're taking your connection very seriously. And I do see them taking that leap of faith. I don't see it happening any other way. With the Fool card as the beginning of the journey. It's the first of the major arcana. It's the first card of the tarot deck. This person chooses love. And I don't think it wasn't ever going to be any other way. You fill their cups up, and they want to fill yours up. And like I said, I feel like you have a lot of honesty coming from this person. But, I mean, like I said, it's a good sign. I know it doesn't feel like that now, and you're thinking, okay, how can somebody I know. I mean, I know there's a few of you looking at me right now saying, "What the hell, Butch? Like, what the hell are you talking about? If someone wanted me, why do I feel like I'm being pushed away?" Trust me when I say this, the messages come. That's the message I'm getting for you. And I'm not seeing any negative. I'm not seeing anything that you should be alarmed about. I just feel like it's a good sign in the fact that this person is finally is really taking this seriously. You know, people that don't think about relationships aren't really that into it. You know, if there's not a time when you take a hard look, and that's what I see this person, like I said, with that Four of Cups, is that reevaluation of what's important, and you're important. You know, any decision made easily is what it is. I just feel like when it comes to a real serious decision, some people need to take that time and just really figure it out. And what I see here is this person's is about to make a huge decision. A huge life-changing decision. Like I said, they're all in. So it's like, if you think about it, it reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to go to this, you know, they call it the aquatic center. It's this big giant pool, and they have this like 50-foot diving board. And I remember when I was a kid, I got up there one day. I got the courage. We used to go there. School used to take us there a lot. And I remember getting there one time, and I looked down. And some people just jump. They don't think about it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, are they sure this is deep enough? And if I mess up and I fall weird, what's the chances that I may not make it? And I thought about it. I remember there was kids behind me, and they're like, "Come on, man, just jump." And I was like, "Well, okay, this is my predicament. That's a long way down, but I sure as hell ain't not cutting back all through those kids and climbing back down the ladder." That was off the table right away. So I'm jumping. I just had to get it together, and I did jump, and I jumped 2 more times that day, and every other time since that I went there since. Just my little tidbit. With this person, we have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We have some Virgo, Capricorn. We have some Leo, some Aries, Gemini, and Aquarius. The reason why I randomly announce things that are going on in my head, because I've become very aware for a long time, long before I even did tarot. When things happen, it's for a reason. I just posted this thing on my Instagram about my grandmother and how I hear this song in my head, and I know what it is. It's a message. I feel like it's definitely a message from her, and it makes me think of her. And I'm adjusting my table. I see things off, and I have to fix it. Sorry. But certain things and certain smells, that song reminds me of my grandmother, and it's during readings I get feelings, and those feelings I go with it. You know, whatever. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe things happen for a reason. I believe if I'm thinking something, I'm hearing something, it's got to be something. And it may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. You know, it was meant to resonate with someone. Yeah, like a lot of people that watch my channel know, I talk about my nan a lot because she's the most loving person I ever knew. And she opened my heart up in ways like I never had a loving family, and I don't mean that as a pity party. People had a lot worse than I ever did. Like my parents separated when I was 3 months old, and they always had separate households, but my dad always had a good job, my mom had a good job. You know, they put food on the table and a roof over my head. I just mean they weren't loving. There wasn't a lot of love. Like they didn't show affection in any way, shape, or form. My dad's a Virgo, my mom's an Aries. And my mom has a big heart. I won't, I love my mom. I talk to her every day. But she just wasn't affectionate. I see other kids and, their moms, even my friends now, grown up, when they go see their moms hug them and stuff. I don't remember my mom hugging me. And like I said, it's not a pity party. I'm just saying. But my nan, she was a Taurus, which not a sign not a particularly watery sign, obviously, but my nan demanded a hug when you walked in and then a hug before you left. She was big on family, and she was a Taurus in the fact that she loved to feed you. When you walked in, she was feeding you. Like you had no option in that. That's how she cooked all the time. She was always in the kitchen cooking. She loved cooking. And she loved feeding you. She loved fulfilling you that way. But she had, I have to go look at her chart sometime, but she was very loving. And when you feel love like that, it was something that she opened me up to, and that's why I am who I am today. But the relevance to this read is the fact that the way she loved you made you feel comfortable in talking about anything. That's real love, when you can be real with someone. There wasn't anything I couldn't tell her. The good, the bad, the ugly. And just her, sorry, I have these seeds. I'm drinking a smoothie, and there's these seeds. They drive me absolutely crazy. It's from the strawberries. Or the raspberries. I'm the most random person you'll ever meet. Trust me. But anyway, that kind of love opens you up. And when you can be that way with someone, when you have a connection with someone that you can just be open with, you can just be yourself and never feel judged, never feel alone. That shit is life-changing. And like I said, I hear that song sometimes in my head, Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline. I remember my nanny humming that, singing it, playing it. And that's the one way I know that true connections never really die. She passed away years ago. Actually, the day before my youngest son was born. And it was hard, but it wasn't just the fact that I missed her. And she had such a loving energy, but it was the fact that my kids are too young to get to know her. So I try to live that way. I'm very open with my kids. I'm very loving. I hug and love on my kids all the time. That's not an option for me. And I'm a fire sign. I don't have a lot of water in my charts, but that was a conscious decision. It wasn't even a decision. It was just something that she placed in me that it made me feel loved, and I'll never let my kids feel unloved. And I know this was a hot mess and I was kind of all over the place, but at the end of the day, you know, it means something when someone wants to share everything with you. It means everything. You know, you'll never gain nothing if you're not willing to risk nothing. You know, be good. Take care. Stay safe.